Hello and welcome back to 4-4 SHU, the podcast about football and football only. Today I'm joined with Andy.
Hello.
Reese.
Hi.
And Luke.
Hello.
Now we hand over to Andy, who will host a quiz to start off.
Yeah, so back by popular demand is our quiz.
Very popular demand.
And who wants the first question? Anyone?
Yes, I please do.
Okay, Charlie.
Wow,
Determination.
determination.
We're going to start with the championship because it might be your specialist subject.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So from the 21-22 season, so last year, can you please name all 4 teams that made the playoffs?
Okay. Huddersfield.
Correct.
Huddersfield, Luton, Forest, and Sheffield United.
Correct. That is 1 point. Now, the same question to you, Reese, but for League One teams.
Oh my God. Okay.
From the same season.
All right. No, I can do this.
Yeah.
So Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland. Oh shit! Who did they play in the final? Because I watched the final. It wasn't Peterborough, was it?
No.
No.
You can have another guess unless you...
Oh no! I watched the game.
Yeah.
Wickham.
Yes.
Wickham. They played them in the final,
Yeah.
and Wickham beat. Oh my God! Was it Portsmouth? I don't know.
No.
No, I don't watch League One.
Well, Wickham beat Sunderland. Oh,
No, Sunderland beat Wickham in the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But there is one more team that you've not said.
Yeah, I know.
So for the point, I might have to pass it
Yeah,
on.
Okay.
Charlie, Luke.
I have no idea.
Well, if no one knows, I'll give you a clue.
Was it Plymouth Argyle?
No. They're in League One now. They're top of League One.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they won.
Oh, yeah, true.
Green or me?
Can I have one more guess?
Yeah.
Doncaster. Sorry.
No.
Oh.
Wait, Doncaster League 2.
Actually, bro, I don't follow League 1 and 2. God, we're
Oh my God, I should know this because I actually watched all the games.
I can give you a clue which you should get it instantly.
Go on.
They might be your favourite team in the world. It's not
Oh.
Watford.
Watford.
Milton Keynes?
Yeah, Milton Keynes, yeah.
Why they win the playoffs?
I don't know
That's
if
so irrelevant
Is
that I
anyone
just
getting a
forget about
point
them.
for that? I don't think so.
No.
Okay,
Of
so...
course they were, they had Scotch wine, didn't they?
Now, Luke, here's
Go
a
on.
question for you. This might be a bit of a hard one because we're talking about Premier League, like the history of the Premier League. Okay. no, I don't mean like that. But I mean, like, no one was born in '95, like or whatever.
Nah, okay.
So, the top 6 in the Premier League. Obviously, everyone knows the big 6.
Mm-hmm.
Can you rank the top 6 in terms of all-time Premier League wins, like matches won? Not
Matches won.
Yeah, so-
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Man United top.
correct.
Arsenal second.
Correct.
Oh my God, here we go.
Liverpool third.
Incorrect.
Okay. Spurs third.
Incorrect. Terrible guess. Spurs third.
Yeah, that's a terrible guess.
Man City.
No, right. You've lost it. Either of you two fancy it?
Yeah, I'll fancy
Okay,
it.
go on, Charlie.
So, Man United, number one.
Yeah, go on. Then
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah. Third.
Then Chelsea.
Correct.
Oh.
Then Liverpool.
Correct.
Oh.
Then Spurs.
Yeah.
And there's one more.
Man.
And then Man
Which
City.
is Man
Yeah,
City,
Man
yeah.
City bottom. Is that a point?
No,
I guess.
I feel-
think you
No,
did
but-
well.
no,
It's
I
like
would-
you're-
Maybe half a point each.
No,
I've got
because
top 2.
I wouldn't. To be honest with you, I would have said Spurs would have been bottom.
Well, you didn't though.
Why didn't you?
Because
Changed his mind.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
No, I think you get a point for that because you got 4 out of 6.
Okay.
So
Rigged.
rigged. There's a campaign against you.
Yeah,
isn't there?
there is.
Charlie, as a football league specialist, name all League 2 playoff teams from last season.
I would not be able to name you one.
Who went up? Forest Green got automatics.
Correct.
No, I watched these as well. It's really annoying. Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
no.
going to. I really can't think.
Okay, I guess no one else. Anyone else fancy
No,
it?
I don't
I do.
watch League 2.
Go on then.
Swindon Town.
Yeah.
Oi.
Where's
Where's this come from?
Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it? Thingy. The ones are Peterborough. Were they third?
Mate,
Did they
Peterborough got relegated from Championship last season.
Oh wait, no, not Peterborough. The other P team.
The other P
Ah.
team.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
I know who you mean, but
The other they begin with a P, but I can't remember.
there's
Preston.
also
No,
Preston.
it's
I was going to say
Preston.
Championship.
They've been in the
yeah.
championship forever.
No, I'm gonna go for them to. Oh, who else? I can't remember.
yeah. I think we're gonna have to like tell them that we were looking at this yesterday, Luke, so that's why you knew a couple of them. So
it just makes me look good, Andy.
Oh, yeah, well, we didn't do
Oh,
that
what
then.
cheats.
So it was rigged.
Oh,
it was rigged all along.
Yeah.
And he tried to claim it was rigged against him.
Wow, it's disgusting behaviour.
Well, Luke, I'll give you a question.
Points
Oh, no, I
deduction.
can't. We went through this question yesterday, so I can't give you this
Is
one.
it? What is it?
About Haaland. We spoke about it yesterday,
I
so
don't
I can't.
remember. About Haaland, yes.
Reece
What's the
or
question? Go on.
okay, I'll just ask the question.
That's the question.
How many Premier League clubs has Haaland scored more goals than this season?
yeah, I know.
Quite a few.
Well, how many? A number.
A number of teams. I think there's about 7.
Okay, and Charlie, what's your guess?
I know.
'Cause you said you knew it, so.
No. I know he done it. I know he scored more than Chelsea.
Let's get that straight in
I'd
there.
say 6.
6, and what did you say?
7.
Well, the correct answer was 9.
Oh,
9. Oh my
Obviously,
god.
Chelsea being the most.
That's pretty,
I
that's
literally.
pretty an insane stat. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
lie.
a wild
that is
stat.
an insane stat. Since the 2019-2020 season, how many English managers have managed a top 6 team?
How many English managers have
Top
managed?
6.
Okay,
Top 6.
so we've got Potter. We've got. God, my mind's gone
Yeah.
blank. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's
No,
the,
that's
No,
not
there's
it.
more. There was
Um,
when Mourinho got sacked from Spurs.
there was
Ryan
Ryan
Mason.
Mason.
Yeah, Ryan
so
Mason.
there's-
Does he
there's
count?
2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, do interims count?
Well, it depends. There's 2 answers. So with interims, yes.
Okay, so that's 2.
2.
I feel like there's one more.
Does Man United have an interim manager?
Yeah, but he wasn't English.
Was he not?
Well, they had Ralph
Ooh.
Ragnick, but
No, they
Michael
had-
Carrick.
yeah,
Didn't
they
they
had
Michael
Michael
Carrick?
Carrick.
Yeah,
Carrick for a
That,
little
that's it, isn't it? 3.
3.
No.
Hang on a minute.
There's another one. Oh, you're joking.
There's another big one.
Is there?
Mm.
Oh God. Okay.
Right. Okay. City, Liverpool. They've had the same.
City have had the same.
They've had the same.
We've already covered United. Or have we?
Arteta in English, and he's been there since that year.
Spurs we've covered.
Chelsea.
we?
Chelsea. Oh.
Oh, Lampard.
Lampard.
Fuck's sake, Charlie. I was
Yeah,
about to say
correct,
it, and then I
yeah.
was going to wait
Because
till.
Lampard got sacked today after, like, we played you in the FA Cup.
And he might be getting
Yeah.
sacked today if.
Indeed. Well, we'll discuss
Well,
that in
well,
detail.
Coming
So-
soon.
So I don't know who gets the point for that, really.
I was
think
about
we
to-
need to make
oh.
some rules for
Yeah.
this game, don't we?
I think this
Andy,
is just
I was going to say it, and then I was waiting for you to finish drinking your water before I was going to say it, and he nipped in.
What a lie.
That's not a lie.
Well, I think this week might just be a free-for-all for the quiz, but
Yeah.
we've got 2 more questions.
Okay.
So I'll give you the hardest one first. Actually, they're both quite hard, actually, really. But who was the captain of Blackburn Rovers' title-winning team in 94-95?
Was it Alan Shearer?
No, he
No.
wasn't captain. He was top goal scorer. but
Yeah.
not
No,
captain.
I just took a random guess. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
know.
I couldn't tell you anyone else
You'd
in that
probably
team apart
love
from
him,
Shearer.
Charlie. He played for your favourite team. Or at least he managed your favourite team. Okay, well, if no one knows, I can
Oh.
give you the answer. But
No, he obviously managed Watford then at some
no,
point.
no, not Watford.
Milton Keynes.
Your top 6 team.
Oh.
Yeah.
This isn't who I think it is it?
We'll throw it out there.
Wait, it's not Nathan Jones, is it?
No.
I was gonna
No.
say he's the
He
only
managed
Luton manager.
Spurs.
He managed Spurs, this guy.
Charlie loves Spurs.
Oh, okay. I'm clueless here.
Redknapp.
No.
I don't know.
Nobody? You think
No.
Redknapp was the
Yeah.
captain in
That's the
94,
only person I can think
95?
of. I know it's so
Oh
bad for
my
me.
God.
Yeah, go on.
Tim Sherwood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't know that, but yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. And the final question. There are 2 points up for grabs, even though these points aren't really meaning much this week, so we'll be a bit more structured next week.
Yeah.
But which player has scored the fastest Premier League goal ever? So from kickoff to
It was against
Well,
Watford.
it was against Watford.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew that.
Oh,
It was Southampton player, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
I've
it
forgotten
Letitia?
No.
No.
who. Armstrong.
No.
Oh,
Was it a Southampton player?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, I've seen the goal.
Shane Long.
Yes, that is a.
Oh.
That's very good from you, Luke. To be
fuck,
fair.
yeah, now.
Can you tell me how quickly he scored?
Oh, I can take a guess.
Yeah, give us a guess. Everyone should guess.
Is it 8 seconds?
Okay, what's your guess?
9.
And what's your guess?
7.
It was 7.69, so Luke is closest.
That's on me.
I don't know how you
That's
have
2 for me.
0.69 per second. but-
Looking at the camera.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, when
And-
you kissing it. When you kiss the lens.
Yeah, like
Um,
Gerard, and that is the end of the quiz.
Wow.
I win.
Yeah, I mean, Luke, you did well
I think I win.
this week. Is that 2 dubs on the bounce?
It might be. Yeah, I won last week.
Also, I hope you played along at home, and we'll be back next week with more questions, more structure, everything. So, following on from the quiz, I think you should tell us all about the match that you went to, Luke, with Man City Spurs on Thursday night.
Yeah. So if you listened to episode 3, if you haven't yet, then you should go back and listen to it because, why not? I said that Tottenham Hotspur were going to beat Man City on Thursday, past Thursday. And
Did you?
to my surprise, I said in here.
You said it.
You were here. You were sat right there.
And you were like, I'll put a bet on it.
Yeah. You said you were going to... You said
I did,
you backed Spurs.
Yeah, I did in that December.
But to my surprise, come back from 2-0 down. Huge. Up the Blues.
Surprising.
I mean,
I made a few little notes if you're all interested to
I
listen
am
to me.
very interested.
Go on.
Okay, so... Oh, where to start? Okay, so... I want to start with a little player called Rico
What?
Lewis. 18 years old. And he's keeping Kyle Walker and João Cancelo out of the starting 11 at 18 years old. He's from Radcliffe. City Youth Academy player. What?
Oh, this is just propaganda at this point.
Propaganda. Okay. It's just his off the ball movement. He is so intelligent. He drops in deep. He finds spaces in the midfield. He's almost not even a right back at this point. He's just
Philip Lahm.
little Philip Lahm. So I just wanted to praise him a little bit. Get thoughts.
I thought he was very good.
He gets fouled a lot.
He was it was like there was like 3 of them on the pitch at times, and
His heat map.
if a City Academy player is getting into their starting lineup with the depth they have, that's incredible. So
Yeah, it is definitely.
fair play.
I've just put in my notes. He's going to the top. So yeah.
He could.
England squad next
He's got potential.
next tournament, yeah.
England call up soon.
Even though we have about 25 right backs, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, better than Trent. Not hard.
You make a point.
I'm joking.
Cuts to the camera. It's like an episode of The Office.
Okay, my next point. Riyad Mahrez. His form at the moment, he's looking great.
Yeah.
He loves playing in the winter, I've noticed.
I think I mentioned to you last week on the podcast that
You
he's so
did.
underrated, and
He
then
is
he
underrated.
drops a masterclass.
Yeah.
You did,
And you said you didn't rate him, really.
Well, right, I don't not rate him.
No,
it's just he drops in and out of form. He has purple patches. But when he has a purple patch, it's really good.
Yeah, I feel like any time I watch him, he's in a purple patch. The games when
Yeah.
he's not playing well, I just don't seem to watch him. But
He plays a lot better in the winter, we've noticed.
loves his gloves.
Yeah, he loves the gloves. Short sleeves,
Cold.
gloves. Huge. And I put in my notes that he's got that dog in him. That's what I said about him.
Jesus Christ.
Next point's about Jack Grealish. He doesn't get many goals or assists, but if you actually, the eye test, he's really good. He had a really good overall game, and he's really good defensively against Spurs as well.
Would you say he had a really good game overall? I remember he did that
Yeah.
one good tackle on Son for the counter-attack, but apart from that, I don't remember anything he did.
I don't know. He had a few good crosses. I don't know. Just watch it. He's just kept to the wing, kept to the touchline.
But okay, here's a question then. So you're saying that he's really good for the eye test. Are you glad that you bought him then? Do you think he was worth?
Was he worth that high?
There's
price
no
tag?
way he was worth 100 mil, but I think
No.
he has a part to
Well, it's
play.
not even if he's
like-
worth 100 million. Was he worth buying? Like that's the.
I believe he was worth buying.
Mm.
I don't think City could have got him cheaper. Unfortunately, I think Villa wouldn't have gone there.
Oh yeah, but I'm not focusing on price. I'm just talking about. Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
By you having him, it limits Foden's game time a bit as well.
Yeah. Well, again, Foden out of form at the moment. Not sure what's going on with him at the minute.
Yeah.
Wasn't even on the bench for Wolves yesterday.
Yeah, that was a fitness thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say,
but-
he's slightly injured.
You say that, but I don't know. He's just hasn't really looked the same player recently.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
what else have you got about the game?
I've got Nathan Ake. I said he was immense today. Some incredible tackles and decent crosses for a centre back who is playing out of position. He's playing at on the left. Yeah.
Fair enough. What
That's-
about the game more generally? Like, what
Oh.
were you thinking at 2-0 down? It's
I could get
happened
to this.
again.
Yeah, it's happened again. Bottled it again. No, I said terrible ref, and then I put Simon Hooper. You should be ashamed. You're blind as a bat.
Why? What did the ref get wrong in that first half?
That first half,
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
about
bad
12
there.
tackles on Rico Lewis,
Yeah,
not
there
even a
were a
single.
few.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rico
yeah.
Lewis was getting it. Like I
That
was gonna say,
Bentancur
you
should have
know,
got booked, to be fair.
Yeah.
But you were still 2-0 down. I wouldn't focus on
Yeah.
Bentancur not getting.
I think
yellow.
it was 0-0 at that point, or 1-0.
Oh, wait, were you making notes on your phone during the match?
Wow,
No.
that's
I did it. I
dedication.
did it in the train station after the match,
Oh,
and
okay.
I thought about the
to be fair,
whole
that's
thing.
That's not a bad thing to make notes during the game.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I was just asking.
I might start doing it. To be fair.
We were all just there at games, just
Some
Jotting
Charlie
writing a match
Science
report.
to Luton. What did you think of the Spurs fans? They loud?
Not really. A few empty seats in the away end.
Just
They'd
like the
also
home end then?
yes. What was I gonna say? No, they'd all gone for the halftime. They'd all gone for the halftime part, and they all come running back. No,
What, 1-0 or 2-0? That was it 1-0 they were
at
going?
the 2-0 specifically.
Yeah.
Wait, Luke.
No, yeah.
Did you pay on a day?
No, I did not pay on the day.
I think Emerson Royale scoring against you is embarrassing.
It is a bit
And it
embarrassing.
was poor defending as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a good goal to
No.
concede.
Yeah.
Especially from a player.
Yeah, well, obviously you've been focusing on all the good
him.
players for Man City, but
Mhm.
I think there's probably one player that didn't have a good game, which we should probably talk about.
Would you say he had a bad game or
Well,
just not a good? It wasn't a
it's-
good game.
It's funny, like, because obviously you were saying, Reece, how Edison got two
He
assists.
got two
like
assists.
But
He
I
got
don't.
two
I'm not
assists.
judging my goalkeeper on if he
No,
gets
no, no. At
assists or
the end of the
not.
day, a goalkeeper should be,
It's
as the
shot
goalkeeping
It's shot
expert
stopping,
here.
it's shot stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ultimately, that's not his strength. I mean, the first goal was just a poor pass. I don't know why he's passing to
the
Rodri.
first- yeah,
who-
exactly.
I
Oh,
can't remember
he
who
looked-
was on him.
Yeah,
I can't
but,
remember what Spurs player it was.
on like
I think it was Perisic. No.
yeah, it was just a baffling pass to make. Obviously, City they play out from the back, so I think sometimes they just get a bit ahead of themselves and
He
these
looks-
things happen.
When he made the pass, he looked like he wasn't. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like it was just like a very sloppy
Routine.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh.
Just didn't really think it
No.
through. But you know, for a keeper to get 2 assists, that's one way of redeeming yourself.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
of course.
I
but
mean, another keeper that didn't redeem himself was Lloris.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. He wasn't the worst
Yeah.
keeper in the game. Let's not forget that.
no. I mean, Lloris that first card.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was near post,
But
wasn't it?
he's been a bit mediocre.
that wasn't the
and
first
suspect.
goal. That was Morris's first
Oh,
goal. That was
yeah,
to make it
yeah.
3-2.
Oh yeah.
that's
make
what I
it
mean,
through.
sorry.
But
yeah.
no, Lloris is on a one hell of a downward spiral, isn't he?
He's been like that for years.
Yeah. To be fair,
It's very
he was-
overrated.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Luke, I might be misquoting you here, but last year were you going on about how Edison and Alisson, like they were rated, like everyone rates Alisson higher, and that shouldn't be
They
the
had
case, was that-
they had very similar stats before that semi-final in the FA Cup. They had literally identical stats. So everyone doing their starting 11 on the BBC app who was putting Alisson or Edison, like some people like how you put in Edison, but they were very similar at that point.
fair enough. I've
From
always
that season.
preferred Alisson.
I think Alisson
Yeah,
is the best goalkeeper in the world. I really do believe
I'd say
that.
Courtois.
I'd say it's definitely up for debate. But I think I've watched Liverpool would be even like 10 times more fucked without him this season.
Yeah, Alisson's been such a game changer.
He's
Yeah, that's the thing.
unbelievable.
I think Alisson's had a much bigger impact on Liverpool than Edison has with Man City.
Yeah,
I'd
well, that's the thing.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
I think for City, a goalkeeper with good distribution is arguably more important than shots.
Oh, yeah.
because you don't face as many shots, but you rely on playing out from the back. So I think Edison works for City
Yeah.
in the sense that maybe Alisson wouldn't.
Mhm.
I don't know, but
I'd
Yeah.
like to see Alisson in the City team. See
That's
how
what
it
I was about to
obviously,
say.
but just
I'd
from
like
like
to see
a
the difference.
yeah.
Because
But
it's not like Alisson's bad with his feet.
No, he's good with his feet.
He's very good with his feet.
Yeah, it's yes, it's interesting, but I just think it's like, are City going to be desperate for a new goalkeeper in the transfer window? Probably not.
No,
because
No, probably not.
you won't find
Surely.
someone who moves the ball as good as Edison. So
No.
Well, he has a howler every now and then, but do you know what?
Yeah, all keepers do.
Every keeper
yeah,
does.
you can't expect to keep
So,
it too perfect.
yeah,
I mean,
think-
Alisson made an error the
Yeah.
other week, didn't he, against
Yeah,
Wolves?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It was one of the
Yeah,
worst
Alisson-
errors I've seen all
Alisson
season.
makes
Yeah,
errors,
true.
so-
Does it make him a bad goalkeeper? No,
But
it doesn't.
No.
Some more than others. Hugo Lloris.
Yeah.
Hugo Lloris isn't a good goalkeeper.
No, he's not great
he's
anymore.
not been good for a number of years. I think there was a period, I'd say about 3 or 4 seasons ago, where he was great, and it kind of passed pretty quick. So
Got France to a World Cup final though.
yeah, and then tried to
Two World Cup finals.
yeah, and then he made an error in that final.
Yeah, he
I was,
went there in the
I was going to
final.
say,
Tried
how
to
much
take
did he
on him.
contribute to it? Not.
The thing is, they were already like what 4-1 up. I can't remember. So it wasn't
Yeah, but you still
detrimental.
can't really make an error like
No, of course.
Nice.
But he wouldn't try that at 0-0. Let's put it that way.
No,
Surely
no,
not.
no.
No.
Right, so Luke, have you got anything else to talk about from the Manchester City Spurs game? Or
I
should we
have
move on?
one very last point, and it was about my boy Julian Alves. And I just
He's never gonna
said,
drop this.
I just said it's not too late. You know, you can get your stocks in still. It's the gap's closing, but the door is still open. If you would all like to invest.
Well, it might be the first time I've saw him and I thought, yeah, well played.
Okay. Are you still out though?
Oh, I'm not joining the fan
Still
club.
0 point.
but-
You're not joining the fan club. Okay, well.
But I mean, scoring against Spurs is always a good thing. So he started the comeback without his goal. Who knows what happens?
Exactly.
So fair enough.
So yeah, that's all I've got to say about City v Spurs.
Okay, so I think we all picked up on last week after leaving the studio that we didn't talk about the North London derby, which is very embarrassing. So we're not going to make that mistake this week. I think we should get straight into Arsenal Man United. I assume we all watched it.
Yes, for me, the most entertaining game in the Prem this season that
One
I've
of
seen.
them.
It's definitely up there.
I
yeah.
think most of the thing is Arsenal play such good football.
They do now.
As soon as they get the ball, they just bomb forward, and I
Yeah.
think that's the type of team I want to win the league. Not that I want Arsenal to win it over City. I'm quite indifferent
It's
about
not
it.
even
But
just their attack either. It's the midfield as well.
No.
yeah,
know,
I think
You've
in
got
every
Odegaard in the midfield.
yeah
Playing really. Granit Xhaka has been really good this season.
yeah
Yeah.
Xhaka is
Thomas
really
Partey's been good.
Martinelli on the wing.
yeah.
You know.
I just think they're a very well-rounded team.
Yeah, they are. And even defensively, they've got Saliba.
Yeah, I think
He's been good this season.
Saliba's been good.
Zinchenko's been good.
Zinchenko's been a game changer for them.
Ben White.
Yeah,
Ben-
because he's been
Ben
playing at
White's
right back,
alright.
hasn't he? Ben
Yeah.
White,
And
which
then
Yeah.
Tomiyasu came on.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that. So, in about the 30th minute of the game yesterday, me, Luke, and Charlie were all watching the game together, and Charlie said, "Oh, Ben White will probably get subbed off at half time. You know, like I can see it for Tomiyasu." And then out of nowhere, it happened, and I was quite impressed with you, Charlie. You do say everything, so eventually something you say is
yeah,
going to
broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, but look, he was on a booking. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't.
think
It's
he's-
not this magical
he's a
thing,
player
Andy,
you
that
don't want to
think it
risk
is, you know.
getting sent
Right.
off.
Luke, you need to start throwing things like that out there then.
What?
Like,
Well, no, because then I end up like Charlie and I say 900 million things that
Look,
are wrong.
all I'm saying is, for a player like Ben White, who starts every game, you do not want to risk him getting sent off when you're in a title race.
yeah, of course.
So for me, you know, Tomiyasu's not a bad player, is he? You know,
He's all right.
who'd fit in that role?
Luke thought he was a superstar this morning.
I don't
didn't
think
he?
he's a superstar. I just you didn't rate him.
He's alright.
Well, he's Arsenal backup right back. Like, it's nothing special.
I look. He can play right back. He can play left
Yeah, but
back.
he can
He
play.
can play centre back.
He can, but he doesn't play. So
He did yesterday.
He's a versatile. He's a
It's-
versatile defender, and I like
What?
me.
I say he did yesterday.
yeah, but when's the last game he played?
Yeah, I can't remember to be honest.
Because they're playing a centre back in the right back position. I think if you've got a great right back on the bench, you don't do that.
I think.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
you
saying
don't,
he's
no.
great. I just think he's a good
he's
backup
alright.
player. He's a good squad player to have.
He's good for shirt sales.
He's good for shirt sales, and he's also, if you get a left back injury, a centre back injury, and a right back injury, he can fill in. He can fill in basically.
Do mate.
Yeah, fair enough. What is there anything else? I think some takeaway points for me is Zinchenko's passion, which me and you spoke about, Luke. He did some great celebrations. To be fair.
Well,
I like
I
that.
saw a
Always passion.
I saw a
stuff.
Zinchenko like touch map.
oh yeah,
That guy was everywhere on the pitch.
really.
He was
Nice.
absolutely
Put himself
everywhere.
about.
I think the thing is, Zinchenko is one of those players who could play most positions on the pitch. I don't think people realise just how. I mean, I rated him when he was at City. I was quite surprised
I
City let him
didn't
go.
really. To be fair,
Really,
but yeah, he said he has had a
I
good
thought really underrated. Now it's showing, his quality's showing. Now he's got a more important role. I'd say he's more important
Oh,
to
100%. He's a
Arsenal.
starter,
Yeah. So I think Zinchenko made a case of being the best player on the pitch yesterday.
And I think your point is right. I think he has played central midfield for Ukraine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
well,
He's
He's
versatile.
a midfielder.
And
but-
I think Arsenal play noticeably better when he's in the side. I think he's a brilliant player.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have revolutionised their team. With
Absolutely,
their,
yeah.
Taking their Man City rejects. It's,
Yeah, well, I think Pep's made a mistake by giving Arteta the tools that he worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know? I think we should talk about Nketiah because
Yeah, 'cause
he's been so
he has
good.
stepped up.
No
yeah.
one's really even noticed
No,
him really as well.
But
like,
he is their top goal scorer
That's what I was
for the
about to
league
say.
leaders.
Yeah,
like
he's keeping Jesus. Oh no, Jesus.
Jesus injured, but the fact is he
He's gonna
stepped
keep it
in.
out.
Like people wrote him off a bit when Jesus. They're like, "Oh, Arsenal going to struggle for goals."
Well,
Nketiah's
Yeah, he's been-
fitted
he's
in
been-
I'll
perfectly.
put it on
Saka as well.
record. I would have wrote him off because I remember this time was like April, May time, Chelsea played Arsenal, and Nketiah played that game for some reason, and a stat came up saying he had like 2 league goals in 50 appearances.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's bad to write him off, but he's done well to shut people up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he has stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see when Jesus is back, does Jesus get straight back into the team? Because what more could Nketiah have done?
It's one of them.
His place?
Yeah.
I don't think he will start off to, like, he won't play to start with. But
Jesus?
Like, no.
Yeah, I think they'll have to weave him back in.
Your team selection's got to be on form, and Nketiah's on form, so I don't see
So
that.
do you think they're winning the league now?
Yes.
Oh, I've thought it for a while, yeah.
I think obviously Arsenal play City in a couple of weeks.
That'll decide.
And if Arsenal win, then yes.
Is it at Emirates?
Yeah.
We've still got to play them twice.
Yeah. Well, that's true, to be fair.
But I'll put this on record. If Arsenal get 1 point out of 6 in those 2 heads-to-heads, I think they win the league because they've got 8 points on Man City at the minute, right? So if they draw one game, that means City also drop points. I think Arsenal need 1 point out of 6 to win the league.
City have come back from less points.
They
City have come
have,
back from
but
11 points behind.
Arsenal have dropped 7 points this
Who
year.
have they got last game of the season, Arsenal?
Arsenal, I'm not sure.
It's not going to the last day. I don't think it's
No,
going
it
to
won't
the
go
last
to
day.
last day. It would be interesting to
I
see
beg
who
it
they
do-
got.
Yeah,
I
I'm
beg
not sure.
it doesn't.
Yeah, you don't need to be put through that again, do you?
I'm going to look at that quick now.
Yeah, you search that. But
City have got Chelsea last day of season.
Oh,
no,
shit.
that's second to last.
Is it?
Oh, is it? I thought it
Yeah,
was
that's
last
your
day.
last home game.
Imagine,
Oh,
yeah.
it's our last home
Chelsea's
game.
last game of season's Newcastle.
Graham
Oh.
Potter actually wins a game against City to deny him of the title
Well-
on the last day.
So what are your thoughts, Luke? I think you're a bit like indifferent at the minute, aren't you? Like not.
Yeah, well, again, I think it's too early to say.
Oh, it
The
is.
title's over.
It's too early to say
Well,
it's
it's not
over.
over, but I think
But Arsenal couldn't be in a better position.
no.
No, and they've got Wolves on the last game of the
I
season.
do just want to, again, not to say that I'm better than all of you.
Well, that's definitely not
But-
true. So
Here we go.
carry on.
In our Prem predictions, start of the year,
Yeah.
I was the only one in our group who put Arsenal in the top 4. I got people saying Arsenal aren't making the top 4, they're going to get 5th.
Yeah.
From
Oh, yeah,
some
I would have
reviews.
thought that.
Yeah.
but-
And now
I wouldn't
that
say top
comes
4.
in- Yeah, I know. No, well, you didn't say top 4. You said Spurs second.
Spurs. To be fair, I put Spurs pretty high, but
Yeah, well, you got. I mean,
because Conte, they had a decent window.
yeah,
like,
they had a good window, but the
Well-
Spurs are just boring.
yeah.
You saying that about your beloved Spurs?
I don't want beloved Spurs.
But that's all well and good. But Arsenal have massively overachieved this year, so I don't think it's.
No, I
that
don't think it's
stupid to
irrational. I
say.
think the thing with Arsenal is I think they have. I might be wrong here. I think they have the youngest squad in the league. So every year their players are going to get noticeably better.
Yeah.
I think, and that's now paying off.
Yeah. Well, a reason why I think they are going to win the league is because they've been going to grounds that they wouldn't usually go and win. Like they beat Spurs away, they beat Chelsea away. They've won at the Bridge quite a lot this year in recent history, to be fair. But it just seems like the sort of thing that champions do, getting jammy wins here and there.
Well, that's the thing. The thing with Arsenal, why I think they're going to win the league over City. City have a hiccup in them. They can lose to a shit team.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like Arsenal will win the games they're expected to. Like the
Yeah,
only team they've
that's
dropped
fair.
points against is United when they were hitting form. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I that's why I think Arsenal win the league. But it'll be close.
You don't see Arsenal slipping up at any point.
No,
Well,
I
what
don't.
do you mean by slipping up though? Like dropping points?
Yeah,
or-
dropping
well, everyone's
points.
going to drop points.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not going to go undefeated for the rest of the season. But I just think I don't see any flaws in how they play at the moment.
Yeah, because like the Jesus injury was when I was like okay, now they might start
Yeah,
dropping points.
because I
But
watched that
still-
first half, Spurs City, and it's like City are quite wobbly. Like,
Yeah.
and like, obviously, I think City are the better team when they're at their best, but it's if they can maintain
Yeah,
it.
well, because they're not at their best right now.
No.
That's fair to say. And obviously, Pep came out and did
Well, and
his-
said that he didn't care about winning the league. I think that's just mind games.
Oh, yeah, I
he
didn't-
obviously
it
does.
is mind games. Yeah,
But it's just like, you know,
Well, why is this, Luke? Though? How have you brought in a striker that scored more goals than most Premier League teams, and you're 8 points off top?
yeah, you can't.
I don't know, do I?
You can't. Yeah, you can't bring that down to one player.
No.
I don't think it's that straightforward.
Goals win you games.
Yeah, of course, and Haaland's scoring a lot of them.
No, I'm not saying anything about Holland. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense.
No,
He
it
has-
doesn't. No, it
he
doesn't
has
make sense.
single-handedly won us games though as well.
Yeah.
Of course,
No,
yes, yes.
all I'm
This
saying
guy
is it
scored a
doesn't make
hat-trick.
sense how it's happened.
Yeah, it is. I think that just proves that football isn't linear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You've 11 players.
Don't know.
Well,
rather than
Dropping form, dropping team mentality.
I mean, your squad does look a bit weak sometimes, like with the injuries and stuff or whatever. That like,
Bless you, Charlie.
Fullback's a bit of a weird position at the minute.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, Ake playing out of position.
Rico Lewis, the academy player, getting into the
he's
squad.
stepped up,
Yeah,
though.
but he has stepped up.
But he
But
does.
the fact
How
he was
old
there
is
in the
he?
first place.
Yeah.
He turned 18 the other week, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it?
It is mad, considering we're all like, what?
Yeah. Oh, don't say it. We're in our 20s. Yeah.
Well, unless there's anything else about Arsenal or Man United.
Not
I
particularly.
think Man United played quite well.
I think Man United gave him a hell of a
did play
game.
well, and I'll tell you, Rashford's been really good.
Oh,
this season.
Rashford's goal. Was
Yeah, that was an insane
incredible.
goal.
Yeah.
And even Saka's played really well this season.
The whole Saka Rashford thing's probably worth mentioning. Obviously, Saka did Rashford's celebration, which I didn't even pick up on.
I only noticed after the game when I was watching the highlights.
I think that's quite cool though.
Yeah.
Bit of rivalry.
Yeah. Oh, but that's the thing. Arsenal United, I feel like the games had lost a bit of spark the last few
They
years.
definitely have.
Yeah.
So I think
Compared to
yesterday
the
kind
older
of
days.
brought it back. Yeah. So I think yesterday was kind of a, it was reassuring to see that rivalry's still intact.
Yeah.
Bit awkward for the England dressing room.
Yeah. But no, I rate it personally.
Yeah. I thought it was quite amazing that Martinez scored a header as well.
Yeah. No, it was actually an error from Ramsdale. He should have claimed it. But fair play. I think Martinez, people wrote him off, me included, at the start of the season because he was small.
But he had a bad start.
But you know what? I think he's a very good defender.
I still wouldn't want him in my team though.
I don't think I'd want him. Well, I want him in mine because
Would you?
I support Nottingham Forest.
but
Our standards are a bit
Yeah,
different.
but imagine
but
if you had a 5'8" centre back.
yeah, but I don't
You're
think
going to
it's
be getting slam dunked every week.
But the guy adapts. It's like saying,
fair enough.
you know.
I think on a positive, the scenes when he scored at 2-2, they were incredible. Even you were saying that, Luke. weren't you?
Yeah.
I
were
thought
good
they'd
scenes.
snatched a point there, but then,
Yeah.
you can never write Arsenal off.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing I want to mention is, and it's a wider point, I think Martin Tyler has lost his spark.
Oh my God.
No disrespect to the guy, but if you listen to his commentary, when
It's so
Arsenal
flat.
have scored to make it 3-2 in the 89th minute,
And he's not bothered.
yeah, and he's just like,
I think he
Oh,
should.
it might not count.
It isn't a goal.
yeah.
Yeah, he's very flat. He has been for a while though.
Oh,
Yeah.
4 or 5 seasons.
I
now.
think the one I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago when he said in the Manchester derby.
Yeah, I know.
De
Bruyne,
Bruyne,
yeah.
This guy was
That's
just
when I
he
knew
was
it full
mocking
time.
it at that
That's
point.
when I know.
Yeah, because it's weird. He has had so many iconic moments. Like he's been in broadcast since
Yeah.
your dad was watching football. You were saying, Luke, wasn't he? And
Well, yeah, he's been about since what, the 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
And
feel
I can
like-
think of many iconic moments. Sorry to cut you off. Reece,
No,
but
that's fine, carry on.
the Manchester United Liverpool game when it's like Martial.
Yeah.
I love the one where he goes, "That wins titles." I
What
can't
game
remember.
was-
I have no idea what game it was, but
Yeah,
I've heard that audio clip before.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no.
I
But,
like the one where he goes, Winston Reid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Of course, you pick the most obscure
No,
one.
that's a good one. That is a good one.
But because obviously Peter Drury is.
I had Peter
Yeah,
Drury
he
yesterday.
He is the
I
goat.
really
He
like
is.
it.
I think he needs to take his place.
Yeah, well, I wonder if Sky have got Martin Tyler signed up to a long
Yeah,
term.
they will.
They must do.
They
Yeah.
can't ship him off yet.
No, he needs
No,
to
you, just get
retire.
you just get Steve McManaman to Sky, I think.
Oh my!
Oh my
I'm joking, I'm
God!
joking, I'm
Please
joking.
no.
The fact he does Champions League nights.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and what's his name as well? He's pretty Robbie Savage. He's
He's bad.
Yeah.
just biased.
I really like Ali McCoist.
Oh yeah. He's
good.
Yeah.
What about
No,
Jermaine
he's
Genius?
clued up. He's quite funny. You
He's
know.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Did you
been.
just say Jermaine Genius is neutral?
No, I said Ali
I
I
said-
McCoist.
was going to say.
I said what about Jermaine?
Yeah, I was going to say Jermaine Genius is the most Spurs man I've met after Charlie, of course. but-
What? Shut up.
Well,
Yeah.
so
Told you this.
I guess there's not much more to talk about Martin Tyler, so I guess we just move on to the other games of the weekend.
Mhm.
So Liverpool-Chelsea was the early kick-off, and it was 0-0, and you didn't watch it, Luke. I don't think you didn't watch
No.
it.
No, I
Reece, but
didn't.
Charlie,
Oh,
we
no,
watched
no,
it.
Yeah, I mean the first goal should have stood.
Yeah, the Chelsea scored a goal within 3 minutes, and I'm still confused why it didn't count, except for Liverpool tax, of course. The
Yeah, VAR checking club badge.
But I mean, yeah, there's not really too much to talk about the game overall. It's a game between 9th and 10th.
Good point then.
Yeah.
It was
For
all
Chelsea,
ri-
yeah.
it was all right. Yeah,
It was a bit of a flat game.
yeah. Well, Mudryk though,
Yeah,
since he came on,
yeah, he did look
he looks
good.
very lively.
Baller.
Not to go over the top after one game, but he was involved in like 3 or 4 big chances in a half an hour cameo, and he's not played a league game since November, so looks like we could have a player on our hands there. Another amazing thing in that game was John Terry was in the away end. I don't know, did you see that, Reece?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
He was in the away end,
What
like
the hell?
properly in the away end as well, like in the concourse.
Shit.
So that made me want to go to that game even more. And And I just love stuff like that. Like, I can't even think of many examples of players going into the away end.
No.
Any of you with your club?
Yes, my club. Last year on the final day of the season, Samba So, absolute legend of a midfielder, was in our away end at Hull.
It's what you want to see.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Alfie Haaland was in the away end this season.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Can't
fair
remember
enough.
Yeah.
He goes to a lot of home games as well.
He
Doesn't he?
goes
I
to
remember
a lot
of games
the
as well,
Manchester Derby Etihad game. He was starting the Poznan, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just amazing to see, really. So apart from that, not really much to talk about. So what about Bournemouth Forest?
Good point for us. Because I feel like for the first half we were pretty poor. We gave them a lot of free headers. Pretty good that an ex-Bournemouth player scored the equaliser, Sam Surridge. I think a lot of fans of ours have wanted him to play more. So he's proved a point. Puts us up to 13th. So I think we're going to stay up.
Wow, 13th. 13th, but how many points off the drop?
We're about. We've got 20 and the drop is fit, so we're 5 points off the drop.
Okay.
But I think based on the way we're playing, we're 4 unbeaten. I think we're going to stay up.
You are quite quiet.
Our transfer window has been once again outstanding.
What, January?
Yeah, I think we're nailing it. Okay,
Tell me about it.
Okay, so we bought in two of the best players from the Brazilian league. Gustavo Scarpa, who's been brilliant for us. Bit of a Jack Grealish type of thing, likes to take on defenders, wins fouls. Not as good as Grealish, obviously, because I know that could be misinterpreted. We've also bought in.
Is he the one that's always really happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah,
and he's got
yeah.
like an afro. Or
Yeah. No,
I've seen pictures of him.
he's clearly enthusiastic about playing for us, which is always reassuring. Obviously, that Danilo guy we bought in, Arsenal were targeting him. He's one of the highest rated Brazilian prospects. So
Nice.
he made a cameo appearance and he looked really good. So
Arsenal losing out on all their key targets.
yeah,
Sounds of it.
yeah, literally.
Long may it continue.
It's he looked really good. He looks composed in the midfield. So I think it's a good option for us to have, and I think over time he'll nail his place in our starting 11.
Fair
and obviously
enough.
Chris Wood, who
well, what do you think about that?
he did fuck all against Bournemouth, but he'd been with us like 2 days. I think starting him was bizarre, to be honest.
Yeah, but then is it not just a lack of options? Your main striker's injured at the minute.
Our main
isn't he?
striker is injured, but it was just a bit like Surridge, who scored the goal.
Yeah.
He'd come on against Leicester the week before and looked brilliant in our build-up play.
fair enough.
So it was
So
like it would have
frustrating.
made more sense, and then bought Wood on later if we were struggling. Fair enough, but it didn't pay off because he looked non-existent. I didn't notice him for most of the game. So,
But I agree. I think that is good business to bring him in with the experience.
the thing is,
and it's on loan.
he's scored. Obviously, he's been in relegation fights with Burnley, kept him up every time, scored like 10 plus goals every season. He knows what he's doing, but I think he just wasn't a good fit for Newcastle.
They just signed him to get.
They
Burnley
signed him to,
relegated,
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
they?
and he did get Newcastle a few important goals. Let's not forget that, like towards the back end of last season.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So he's not for a team with our expectations on loan. Obviously, obligation to buy, but
is it obligation?
I think it's an obligation,
okay.
which I think is a bit. But for the short term, he's a great option for us.
Yeah. I think that sort of shows that you are planning as if you're staying up, because you wouldn't have an obligation on Chris Wood if you're going to the
No,
Championship.
the thing is, we're a club with very high ambitions.
Yeah.
Could be naive if we do go down. But again, I don't think we'll go down.
Well, talking about your high ambitions, Keylor Navas being linked.
Oh, the
with
goalkeeper.
Forest.
The thing is, I feel bad for Dean Henderson because he's aside from Gibbs White, I think he's our player of the season.
Okay.
But obviously, Wayne Hennessy isn't someone we want in goal. For the long term,
Yeah.
he's looked noticeably more shaky in every game he's played.
Well, did he start on the weekend?
He started on the weekend. He made a couple of decent saves, but the goal he's got to do better. That Bournemouth scored. But obviously, Keylor Navas, a 3-time Champions League winner, coming to
world-class
Forest,
goalkeeper,
that's wild. And we've also linked with Croatia's goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, the guy
Rico,
plays for Zagreb.
who made a case of being the best goalkeeper of the World Cup, and I think that just says a lot about Forest aren't just here to make up the numbers.
Yeah. The
They're
only thing
serious.
on Keylor Navas is it sounds amazing and
He's obviously not the keeper he was.
No, but it just screams Victor Valdez at Middlesbrough for me.
It could, again, I don't know. Obviously, he hasn't played much for PSG because Donnarumma benched him.
Yeah.
So,
But I think I said this to you, Reese, that if you sign Keylor Navas, and obviously you'll have Dean Henderson on loan, you could have 2 goalkeepers that are better than anyone Chelsea's got at the minute. That's quite
it is.
Remarkable,
I
really.
think though Henderson's loan could get cancelled if
you
he's
brought
out
in
for the rest
Navas.
of the season.
Oh, is he out for the rest of the season?
Well, basically, Forest have this thing where the amount of time a player is out for is never accurate.
Okay.
So we don't know how long Henderson's out for. That's the honest answer. But he looked pretty bad in the
But
rest of the
no
game.
matter what, you are surely going to bring somebody in because you can't rely on Wayne Hennessy.
No,
to
I think
keep you up.
Hennessy's one of those keepers where for 1 or 2 games you're like, okay, whatever, we can bear with. But for the long term, he's got errors in him. His positional game is pretty shit. So
Yeah.
I think I think that'd be a mistake.
Well, and one other thing that I saw, and I should probably be careful how I word this,
Go
but obviously for the Bournemouth game they were doing a Holocaust memorial thing. Have you seen the clip?
Yes, I
And
have.
the BBC cameraman zooms in on Wayne Hennessy twice.
Oh
Like,
Oh,
it's quite fun. Do you know the
no.
context?
Do you
No,
know the
no, no.
context?
Okay, so
Oh.
when
So-
Wayne Hennessy was Crystal Palace goalkeeper, there's a picture of a team photo and he's doing a Nazi sign.
Oh yeah. I
And
know
then
that.
he came out and said, "Oh,
He didn't
I
know
I
don't
what
didn't
the
know who
Nazis
Hitler was.
were,
I don't know what the Nazis are. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I promise.
So then it's so funny that the cameras have picked up on him, not once but twice, and just him. It's not like you can see any other Forest players. You can just see.
They
him.
knew
on
exactly
the
what-
Yeah, I was gonna
weekend.
say.
On the weekend, the Bournemouth game, because they did a minute's silence.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder why they did it.
Why did they
Because-
do
It does seem a bit.
Because-
Oh wait, why did they do a minute's
Because
silence?
that's why they don't
No. Why did they zoom in on him?
Because he's
Because
got the.
he's
Oh,
got-
because of the Nazi
Yeah. It's
symbol.
a bit weird, isn't it? It's pretty mad.
I think it's quite funny, really.
It's funny, but at the same time,
The cameraman knew exactly what he was doing. Let's put it that way.
Why
Yeah,
were
of
they
course.
doing a minute silence for Holocaust?
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
no
it just
other game
seems a
did.
little bit-
That didn't happen in any other game, did
Yeah,
it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I only.
Is it-
But
is
I think it's next weekend, and Bournemouth just wanted to do something to honour them.
Did
But
Bournemouth have any connection to
No,
the
yeah, yeah.
Holocaust?
no, it's just respectful, isn't it?
I know it's respectful.
Yeah, no,
but, like,
it's respect, but it's just like I've never known it to happen before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happened,
it's
so
I know.
Yeah,
It just seemed a bit random to me.
I get it with ex-players.
No, because I turned the game on as the silence was happening. I was like, what's this for? Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, why do they keep zooming in on our second choice goalkeeper?
And then you realise.
And then I was like, oh.
Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, apart from that, anything else to talk about for Forest? I feel like-
Not particularly. Obviously, we're linked with Forest are linked with every player on the planet. That's our strategy: sign every player, so there's no one left for
So a bit
everyone.
like Chelsea as well.
yeah. We're both in the same boat.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very confident in Forest. We've got a semi-final this week in the cup. We're not going to win it, but if we can give United a game, I'll be happy.
No,
His first game. His
Look at the
first
form.
leg-
United gave Arsenal a hell of a game.
Yeah,
They're gonna.
Where's the first leg at Forest?
It's at Forest.
Yeah, it's at Forest.
So I think we can keep it tight in the first leg,
Yeah.
but Old Trafford, nah.
That's what I was about to say. I think I'd be surprised if you're already out of it by the time the second leg.
Yeah, I think I saw that Rashford goal against Arsenal. The first thing I thought was, oh God, we've got to
no.
play against this guy in form. Like,
Yeah,
yikes.
depends how strong they go. But then they should go very strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the thing
they
is,
will go strong.
we've got no game next weekend, so I think we're going to play a full strength lineup
Yeah.
because we don't need to rest anyone.
I think Man United pretty much will as well, though.
well, yeah, it's the only trophy they have a chance of winning this season.
Casemiro straight back into. Well, they've got FA Cup as well.
I forgot they were still in it. Sorry, you know when now my team's out of the FA Cup, I've stopped
yeah,
thinking about it.
I am the same to be fair. But,
Yeah.
Massive.
because I was thinking about this earlier, because the semi-finals are obviously Man United, Forest, Newcastle, Southampton. They're the two legs.
Yeah,
I've got a feeling Newcastle are going to win the League Cup.
I hope they do. I think it'll be good for the.
They could.
I think
Good
they
for-
will.
yeah. I think
I don't know.
that they're. I think they're a better team than United,
What?
from what I've seen of
You
them,
think Newcastle are better than Man United?
based on the games I've watched.
I mean, to be fair,
It's not that. I mean, in the league, where are
They've
they?
only
There's
lost
only a
one.
few points
Yeah,
they've
between
only
them.
lost one game.
So I don't think it's a very outrageous
depends what you
claim.
mean by-
Outrageous.
Depends what you mean by better team, though. I'd much rather have Man United squad than Newcastle squad.
Yeah, I would.
Yes, but I think obviously they're over because even like take the takeover context out of it,
Yeah.
Newcastle are overachieving to the extreme.
Oh, yeah,
Like
they
they are. Eddie Howe has done wonders with that team,
Mhm.
and I just think I don't know.
They've hardly conceded any goals as well.
Yeah, that's the thing at the back. I think.
Pope's got most clean sheets.
And I think it's one of them where United have it in them to lose a game they should win. Newcastle, they're more consistent from what I've seen. But again, I don't think it's an outrageous
It'll be
claim.
a Nathan Jones masterclass with Southampton.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, Newcastle will win that with ease, I reckon, over 2 legs.
Oh, they should do, yeah.
And then it'll be a great final.
But then you never know. Like Man City should beat Southampton with ease in the League Cup, and they didn't.
True, but again, if you look at
South-
Southampton as a whole, that was just one freak result.
Yeah, it was.
But again,
Anything can happen in
yeah,
the cup. in
but I
cup
just think
competitions.
it's 2 legs. 2 legs makes an upset less likely.
Yeah, two legs does. Yeah.
So I think Newcastle win that with ease. I think Forest give United a decent go, but United will win.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, and so I guess
We'll see.
we might as well talk about Luton as well, Charlie, just to not leave you out. So
To conclude it.
you got a win on the weekend.
Yeah, we did get win that weekend.
Yeah, you didn't seem very confident either,
Mm.
considering like we're gonna like bottom. But I know you've.
They are bottom, but the thing is with Luton, they're just so frustrating sometimes because, we'll pick up points off big teams and then we'll lose
Yeah.
or draw
Championship for you.
to,
someone in the
crap
relegation.
teams.
Yeah.
For example, it took a replay to beat Wigan in the FA Cup. We lost to them at home in the league.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, again, you never know. And especially, I think, Carlton Morris is, I don't know, he hasn't played the last 2 games, so he's picked up an injury somehow, and he's been one of our, most crucial players this season.
Yeah.
The amount of good goals he scored, and he's just been so clinical. Obviously, he's not started, so it's like, well, yeah. Again, Cauley Woodrow and Adebayo, both. Adebayo had a great season last season. He fell off for a little bit towards the end,
but he's finding form again, or is he?
Now he is.
Yeah.
He didn't at the start of the season. He really, I don't know if we're going to get rid of him or.
Yeah, because he's been linked with moves away quite a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, even if we do get rid of him, I think he would. Yeah, I don't know, but same with Cauley Woodrow as well. We signed him, and I was thinking, why have we signed him? We don't really need him. And I know people at Sport Barnsley saying, he's crap, and he was. He was crap. And he scored that 90th minute against Norwich.
Yeah, important goals.
He scored against Wigan, and so did Adebayo. And it's like, well, we can.
Well, that's the thing. If a player drops off, you need someone else to hit form, don't you? So
we can bring him back in, even though Morris is injured. But I don't know. I mean, we've got FA Cup on Saturday against Grimsby at home. On paper, should win, but
it's the cup, isn't it?
Depends
So
how strong we go. I mean,
yeah. Do you typically play strong sides in the cup?
We played strong against Wigan, both legs. So,
okay, so that's reassuring then.
And I don't know who we've got after that in the league.
I think you've got to go strong in the cup, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good.
It does wonders for momentum. I mean,
it's money as well.
Yeah, I mean, our cup run last season helped with our promotion push because it built momentum.
Course,
It's always an interesting concept though, because some teams think. So say if you're in a relegation scrap or something, just get out of the cup, let's focus on the league. Or if you're going for promotion, just get out of it, let's go for promotion.
But in turn, it's a confidence builder.
As a fan, you want a cup run.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad my club takes it seriously. Because there are clubs who will just play like they're under 23s.
Yeah, that must be so
Did you remember Wolves against Liverpool? They literally played a B team with a couple of exceptions.
Yeah.
And I was just like, come on.
It is a bit boring.
If you play like a League 2 team or something, I get it. But
for Youth Cup.
yeah, it's like, I'm glad that some clubs still take it seriously.
No, I don't know. I think some of them things, like, we should win against Grimsby.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if we didn't.
If you're putting out a strong side, then you should. I think you will.
I think Wigan... No, not Wigan. I think Did I say Wigan? Right? I think Grimsby will be really up for it, though, because think about how good it will be for them.
Yeah, that's the thing with the cup.
Even to get replay, the money they'll get, it'll probably be on the telly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's good for them if they get through, and it's good for us because you're one win off Wembley. No, not Wembley. Sorry, you're one win off the quarters and then Wembley.
Yeah, that's the thing.
2 wins off Wembley.
Yeah,
so
that's a better way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, so Charlie, say you win and you're through to the 5th round. Would you rather get an easy game to get yourself to Wembley, or play a big boy away, like play a Man United away or Man City or something?
It's one of them where you have to play them eventually.
Yeah. You know what? That is such a good question. I would love to have a good away trip. I don't think I'd get to a home leg if we had, Man United.
Yeah,
Man
but
City.
an away game. Yeah.
But an away game, potentially I could go. If not, I'd just sit in the home end. If it's Man City, there'll be tickets available. Sorry, I had to put that in.
Okay. Probably would as well. We can get 2 together.
No. But then a day trip at Wembley would be even better.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. I think you just try and get to Wembley. It doesn't matter how you get there.
Obviously, we won't win the FA Cup, but
you never know.
You do never know.
Portsmouth have done it. Wigan have done it.
Yeah. Hull got to the final.
Yeah, went 2-0 up.
Oh, I just want one team that people don't expect to get to Wembley.
I think if we'll do a good cup run if we beat Grimsby. I don't know if we'll go for the next round. But
getting to the 5th round's a good cup.
Yeah, it is. We got to the 5th round last season, didn't we?
Yeah.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah, went 1-0 up. Reece Burke.
2-1
up.
At half time, we were 2-1 up.
Yeah. Your dad said it was one of his favourite games, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't blame him. I wish I was there. But yeah, that's about it, really.
Well, how are you feeling for the season in general? Playoff push?
Championship is so tight.
Yeah,
top
you
two are
can't-
gone.
Yeah. Norwich and Sheffield isn't. No, sorry.
Norwich.
Sorry. Burnley.
Christ.
No. It's only because I'm so used to Norwich being the yo-yo club.
You've had one season in the Prem. And
Sorry, and I forgot. Burnley and Sheffield are going up. That's nailed on.
I don't get Sheffield. They're so jammy. They are.
Yeah,
No,
you don't have to play pretty football to go up.
They actually are the most jammy.
Yeah,
side.
they are.
They shouldn't. No, they just always grind out a win somehow.
I think next season they go straight back down. I'm saying this now on record.
If they've still got the embargo as well.
Yeah.
They're
they're on an
fucked for
embargo
when they
now.
get promoted.
They've got so many loan players as well going back.
Exactly.
Third. I mean, there's so many teams that could sneak in the playoffs that you don't expect.
Do you think Luton are going to get playoff? You got it last season.
I know we got it last season. Maybe.
I think you've
It's
done
hard to
quite
tell.
well to maintain your level considering your manager left mid-season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing
we've
is,
got
though-
a good manager in now.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Rob Edwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
Watford.
Watford.
That's probably where he got his
Watford,
football
Forest
education
Green.
from.
Forest Green.
You lasted 10 games
Snake
because
for
Watford.
Forest Green.
Yeah, I don't think you could judge a manager getting sacked at Watford.
Yeah, you can't
because
Watford
you lose one game and
disgrace for a board, disgrace for a club,
wow.
and they should liquidate. There you go.
Charlie's made his stance very clear there.
Same with Milton
But he
Keynes.
loves Watford.
I don't like Watford.
Thanks for clarifying.
No,
He's got a
will we get
Watford shirt on
I
underneath
hope
there.
we get playoffs,
Mm.
but I don't think we're ready to go up.
You think you
Yeah,
come straight
fair
back
enough.
down? Yeah, you'd rather have a team that's ready to play in the
We're not
Prem.
ready to go up. Let's be real. Look, I mean,
Mm.
we play in I mean, look at our stadium. You can't, as much as I love Kenilworth Road,
You've got nothing on Anfield.
no, I'm sorry, but you can't play a Prem game there.
I mean, Bournemouth do it.
They play in a
At least
shed.
Bournemouth's more like, I don't know if it's houses like all about surrounding it. And
Yeah,
shit,
someone's
but,
backyard isn't in the away end, I don't think. But
like it's just installing VR and it's just crap like that. I don't think
Mm.
we'd have to ground share Milton Keynes probably, and I don't want that to happen.
yeah, fair enough.
Round share with Milton Keynes.
I want to see Kenny Road in the Prem
Well,
so
it's-
bad.
Well,
Yeah,
I,
I'd genuinely.
Yeah, I do.
What ground share Milton Keynes? It's probably
Give me
the
Luton
easiest
in the
place
Prem
to-
over Bournemouth any day. Bournemouth are boring. Luton are not.
Luton will start some scraps.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
But yeah,
Something
that's all
different.
I've got to say really.
Brilliant.
about Luton. I mean, I hope they get in the playoffs, but
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
gonna be
Well,
hard.
it's one of I Championship is so open. I don't know.
yeah,
It's very
well,
tight.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Mm.
Another big football story, which I've not actually read too much up on about, maybe some of you guys will have, but Juventus's point deduction.
Yeah,
They've had a point.
they've had a 15
15
points.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were already like, where were they in the league? Because they weren't
They
top.
started
Not
off
top.
badly, but then they actually
They-
had a bit of form.
So, yeah,
So I think they were like third or something, but yeah, now they're like 10th, I think.
because the thing is, didn't like their whole board leave recently,
Yeah.
and like it's not good for them.
Why are they in a mess?
Yeah, what is the point deduction? Was it transfer
Because they're
fees?
cheats.
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
the
we should read
backstory.
up about it and
Yeah,
discuss
yeah,
it
and
next
discuss
week
it next
in
week, but
detail.
Juventus, that the way they've fallen off since it was weird. They bought him Ronaldo,
And
and that was
their
the
downfall.
start of their
Yeah,
downfall.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, well, that just proves. I mean, look at Man United now without Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
What,
think-
he's a disruption.
yeah,
He is a beast.
Well,
disruption.
he is. Yeah,
Who was the Juventus manager that said that they'd rather not have him in their team? Was it Allegri?
I think.
I
it
wouldn't have
might
him.
have been.
I wouldn't have him.
No.
Well, you wouldn't have him for
We wouldn't
Luton?
have him at Luton. To be fair,
I actually wouldn't have him for Luton.
Come on, Charlie. The
championships.
shirt sales alone.
Yeah, okay, the shirts.
They'd put Luton on the map.
Yeah,
Do you not
But-
see in his
but-
recent Al Nassr thing, he was ghosting in the match?
You're
I
watching
got-
highlights of Ronaldo
No, I'm
in
not.
the Saudi
No,
League.
it was on SofaScore. Someone screenshot
Oh,
it, and
okay,
he
fair
got like a really low
I was going to
rating.
say, Luke, we need to...
I'm not watching.
to reassess
I'm
live.
not. Not watching the Saudi League
I just,
on his free time.
I just think he's past his best, and you want.
Cheers, Jeff.
No, but it's like for a club you want someone young and young, and to gain more experience.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
you want to bring in the young players to boost them up. You don't want just Ronaldo flying in,
Yeah, but Ronaldo in
killing the vibe
Championship-
in the dressing room. Probably like look at Man
Ronaldo
United.
won't play in the Championship, so it's not. I don't know why we're having this debate.
No,
Did you not know he's linked to Luton? He's already, you know, there's a clip from
No, I'm
earlier in
just
his
saying-
career
I'm
where it's
just
like
saying I
Kenny
wouldn't-
Road is the one
Yeah.
place
I
I
just
want
don't
to
know
play.
if I'd really want him, and I think it would just cause disruption.
No, okay, yeah, fair enough.
It would. Yes, it would sell shirts, but I wouldn't buy. I don't think I'd buy.
Yes,
a shirt.
you would.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think
You
I would.
would
I
buy
really-
This is the
Ronaldo
most
shirt.
ridiculous
I don't
debate we've
even like
ever had
it.
on here.
No, but okay, right, Reese, would you
I
buy a
don't like
Forest
him.
shirt with Ronaldo on the back?
I mean, I don't really like Ronaldo as a person.
No, I don't either,
but
but as a player,
look,
his legacy.
Yeah, it's a legacy. Yeah.
look, all right. Obviously, our starting striker's injured. Would I want Ronaldo over Chris Wood? Probably, yes.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, we're in the Prem, so you want a Premier League experienced striker, and I think he's got a fair bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit.
So does Chris Wood.
So it's up for debate: Chris Wood or
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Oh,
Well,
Comment
God.
below.
Yeah. Let us know, guys, because I'm struggling a bit here.
Okay, well, I
put a
think
poll at the end.
there's one more big talking point before we all head off and carry on with our lives.
come on.
And that is Frank Lampard is, day of recording, about to get sacked. And we should
Yeah.
probably mention that the day of recording is...
It's the Monday the 23rd today,
Oh.
and I think later today, I might even.
It could have happened whilst we're recording.
Yeah, so I
Mm.
reckon he's gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's amazing he's not already been sacked, because it was the game Everton lost at home to Brighton 4-1, I think. They looked bleak then. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then before the West Ham game, Charlie, I was telling you that West Ham were going to win that. Like,
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Everton just aren't in a good place right now. But
It's one of them where
Cheers, Jeff.
it's one of them where Everton have been in decline for years.
Yeah.
Since Ancelotti went.
Yeah.
I think Rafa Benitez really set them back. So I think Lampard came into a bad situation. He has to have done better. Let's be real. That Everton squad on paper is so much better than how they're performing, surely. Like,
they shouldn't be in a relegation.
No,
scrap.
they shouldn't.
But then it's a lot deeper than just managerial.
It is. But the thing
it's
is,
down to their board basically.
yes, they're bored. They make very reckless signs. I think that window
Yeah.
where they put in what? Andros Townsend, Rondon, fucking Damari Gray, who's had his good patches.
However,
but
they did that for financial fair play reasons because they spent a lot in previous years. They couldn't spend
yeah,
much
but
money.
the thing is that's where long-term
Oh
planning
no, I
has
know, but
failed them.
you have to think about the here and now, and in that situation, they couldn't really do much.
No,
else.
they couldn't.
History's going to look back and think Lampard's not done a good job, but he kept them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
he
he should
kept.
And they were
probably.
chanting his name.
Yeah, exactly. I think Everton fans loved that end of the season. That game against Crystal Palace,
Palace
when
was
they came
wild,
back 2-0
yeah.
and won 3-2. He should have a bit of time out of football, really, Lampard.
Mm.
I don't think he's a manager personally. He's not really like.
You don't think he's a manager? Well, his
It's
CV says otherwise.
It's like what's his name when he went to Valencia.
It's not like Gary
Gary
Neville.
Neville.
No,
It's
no,
really
no.
not like Gary
No, it's
Neville.
It's not quite
No,
that
it's not
bad.
quite like that. But like,
Charlie, he's had a good season at Derby, a good season at Chelsea. He did all right to keep Everton up last
I
year.
guess so.
Gary Neville managed for like 2 months.
He jumped
And
into
then dipped.
Chelsea way too quick, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Right, but you would take that job.
but at the same.
Luke, if you got offered Man City, you're not going to say, "Ooh, no, I need a bit more experience." Because those jobs
No.
don't come along often.
No,
Especially for English managers, like I was showing you in my quiz earlier, that there's only been 4 and 2 of them were interims in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And they're both at Chelsea. So.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. If you're Frank Lampard, yeah, you take it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I'm
so-
saying the board should have
Yeah,
thought.
from a Chelsea
We'll
point
give
of
this
view,
guy a bit more
it was a
time. Let him
really
get a
weird
bit of
decision.
experience at this club. Maybe
How-
maybe even abroad.
Yeah, but however, that season Chelsea were under a transfer ban. Maurizio Sarri didn't want to be there. He jumped ship for Juventus. Without being able to sign your own players, I don't know which managers would have been that keen on it. Bringing in Lampard aligned with the vision of bringing through the youth, which now
yeah,
Chelsea's team is
has
full of
got-
academy
yeah,
players.
no, I
and
think he did well, and ultimately Tuchel won the Champions League. Lampard almost set the foundations for
well,
it.
yeah, it's just foundations of like Reece James getting a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah,
Mason Mount.
yeah,
Chelsea's team in that season had about 4 or 5 academy starters, first names on the team sheets.
yeah.
So
So-
I think the Lampard hiring Lampard made sense.
Those positives that came from it for sure.
Yeah, he is inexperienced, but Vincent Kompany's inexperienced. And he's doing a great job at Burnley.
Yeah, but
That's
I wouldn't
true.
take him at City right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah,
but
but
if
you
you were
wouldn't,
in the
of course you
situation of you had a transfer ban, Pep's left, your other option Scott Parker. Who are you going to want, Kompany or Parker?
Scott Parker.
Okay, fair.
Obviously,
I
Chelsea
didn't
had
think
more
about it
options
like
like that. But as well, it's like football. You don't always use logic. You just follow your heart. And Vincent Kompany being the Manchester City manager would be incredible. I'd love to see that. Like,
I'd like to see it one day, but
Yeah.
like,
'cause
I need
it's
him. I need
passion.
him.
We
See how he
need him
does.
to
See how he
build
does
his
in the.
CV,
See how he does in the
yeah.
Prem next season.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, it'll be interesting.
Potentially one day.
Oh, we should also talk about who's going to take over at Everton. I think if Sean Dyche comes in, Everton stay up with ease.
Yeah.
With ease.
With ease, I don't know about
Sean
ease.
Dyche is way too good of a manager for. He's had terrible Burnley teams stay up. That Everton team, like you were saying on paper.
the way Burnley play, Dyche had a team that was suited to the football he wanted to play.
Yeah, true.
Everton are not going to,
No.
are not the type of team that are going to park the bus and hoof it. Like,
However, Sam Allardyce came in and did that.
yeah, but
That was a while ago, though.
that was a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago, but they're in a desperate situation.
Yeah, no.
When you're in a
I
relegation
think we'll
scrap,
keep
you
them
don't
up,
care.
but I think with ease is a shocking claim. I can't lie,
No.
because that
They're
Everton.
not that many points
I
off.
think they're down.
I think they.
down.
I don't think they are down. I think they will go down, but I don't think that's nailed on at the moment.
Okay, well then, Luke, Reese, if Sean Dyche comes in, do you feel the same way?
No, I still think they go down.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
No,
Steve,
if Sean Dyche comes in, I think he could do what
It's
Lampard
only
did.
could.
Yeah. Okay. Who else goes down then? Like, okay, but I think
Southampton.
Southampton will go down.
Mm.
Who else do you think will go down?
I don't
West Ham.
know. I have a lot of faith.
West Ham.
I think Sean Dyche
I don't think
is
West Ham will.
underrated.
But it's like I don't think West Ham will go down. To be fair,
It'd be funny if David Moyes got sacked and then he went to Everton.
back to Everton,
I could see that.
where he had his best years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little theory, Andy.
I
But
could
I
see
think
that.
West Ham. I can't see Moyes getting sacked anytime soon. I think West Ham have more trust in Moyes than.
Yeah, but that's all well and good, but they're on the same points. Oh no, okay, they beat Everton, so
yeah,
they're
yeah,
3
but
more points
the,
than
the,
them now.
the
but
noise around Everton.
yeah, but that's
versus
interesting.
It is. Yeah, no. It's something that you'd like to see.
West Ham.
I think, again, because Everton have never been relegated, it's a bit. And
Yeah, West Ham, because West Ham, the situations are very different.
Obviously,
Yeah.
they are, but they're kind of the same. David Moyes has a lot more credit in the bank because of his European exploits. But
Yeah, but but it's one of those things where would Moyes want to, like,
would he want to what?
would he swap West Ham one relegation battle for another? Like,
I think he just loves football. I think if he got sacked, I think
Yeah.
he'd take the Everton job.
yeah, but I don't think he will get sacked. That's the thing.
Oh.
Not in the short term.
Yeah. Also talking about
Conspiracies.
Everton, Dan Juma is on his way to signing for them.
Good
on loan.
signing, but it doesn't make
Interesting
sense from his
signing.
point of view. From Dajuma, like
He's got that dog in him.
Yeah, but Villarreal made a Champions League semi-final last season. Why is he swapping?
Yeah.
Or do they want to offload him? I don't know what the situation
They
is.
must want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But be interesting to see how he does in the Prem. I mean, if Sean Dyche isn't the next Everton manager, who else is it going to be?
They have actually been linked with someone who's I've never heard of the guy. I just saw a name. It begins with G.
What country is he from?
I literally just saw the name on
okay.
a few tweets and I was like maybe, but
Fair enough.
I reckon they could bring in someone really obscure that we've never heard of.
I just think Sean Dyche. What
but-
do you think about the whole Sean Dyche thing, Charlie? Do you think if he goes to Everton, they stay up?
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
Yeah.
Fan of the style of play?
Great insight, Charlie.
No, I think he will. I think he'll do.
Do you think he's? I think he's underrated. Do
Yeah,
you?
he's underrated.
He's done
Oh
such a
no!
good job.
I was, for the record, I was not saying Dyche was a bad manager.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
if you
neither.
actually look at the way Burnley played, he won't get Everton playing that
I don't know.
style of football.
The way I think of it is like when Conte came into Chelsea, he came into a pretty average Chelsea team, and immediately everyone buys in. You play.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll trust him. That's the
Yeah.
thing. There's a level of trust that the players will have in him, that his way is going to work. But it's getting them to play like that. Everton typically, from what I've seen, they play a bit more possession-based
Yeah,
attacking
I mean,
football.
I love Lampard, but they are so vulnerable in the counter attack.
yeah.
There's just no structure.
There is no
defensively.
structure. I just think it just hasn't been a good fit.
Whereas Sean Dyche,
There'd be
structure's
structure.
his middle name.
And plus, let's not forget, Damari Gray, James Tarkowski have both played under him.
There we go.
So,
Great
so I
insight,
think
Reece.
I think that comes into it because there was a period where Dwight McNeil was a key player for Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
James Tarkowski was one of the most important players in his Burnley team. That plays into it.
Yeah.
So-
Chris Wood might jump ship.
I imagine if it had been a few weeks. Yeah, maybe.
Fuck's sake.
But no, I think that kind of comes into it.
Yeah. Well, I think this time next week when we're recording our next episode, a lot's going to have happened. Everton's going to have a new manager.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's Dyche because I'd love to see.
It would be good to see.
Good
I'd love to
prediction
see
from
it.
you, if so.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Huge when it's that random man that you've
That
never-
random man that I've never heard of, but I've seen him linked.
Huge when West Ham sack Moyes and then Dyche goes there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Imagine
imagine.
that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I think that's all we've got time for. So just make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you've enjoyed. And also follow us on Twitter. Our @ is @44SHU.
Mm-hmm.
And tell your friends.
Tell your
And your
friends.
family.
Yeah.
And your neighbours.
Go door knocking.
Acquaintances, people you like, people you don't like.
Maybe don't tell people you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we could do
Well,
a few in figures though.
Basically,
so-
tell everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody you know.
I want you to scream it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that.
Okay.
Yeah, massive.
See you next week.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, see you next week.
Bye.